Everyone, I have a kind of different video for you today. I recently put a picture up of the inside of my Stampin' Emboss and die cut machine, and because I had accidentally got something down inside the machine and I could hear it and it was driving me crazy. It's in there probably for the last 6 months, maybe more, and it was driving me crazy, and it got to the point where I thought, you know, I'm gonna open it up. Just, I don't know, over Christmas I was just cleaning my craft room and I decided to clean everything. I could hear it, and I felt like sometimes when I was turning the crank, it was harder than others, and I thought, well, maybe it's got something to do with something in the rollers. I don't know. So these are expensive, and I thought I might as well open it up before buying a new one. And it was still working, but sometimes there'd be areas that didn't cut as well as other areas, which and it seemed flat, so I thought maybe it has something to do with what was going on inside. I wasn't sure. I will say I love my machine, so this is not a bashing the machine video. I do love this machine, and it gets a big workout from me. I have several classes a month. I do a stamp camp and then 2 card buffets, and then I post videos and create things all the time for my Stampin' Up business, but I also craft just on my own. I do scrapbook pages, or I do things, party favors for showers and things at church, and just all kinds of different things. I lend it out to the Sunday school class. So the other teacher there, her kids cut out hearts in different shapes and stuff. So it gets a lot of use, and I still love it. And after I took it apart and put it back together, I love it more. So this is not a bad review, this is a good review. And I also want to say that I don't know if this voids your warranty if you take this apart. So this is just, if you have to, you might as well give it a shot before buying another one, right? And so I wanted to show how it was taken apart, because I had a lot of people, I just opened it up and I said, wow, look what was all inside my machine. And people thought, oh my goodness, how did you do that? And mine has something in there too, and I can hear it rattling, because sometimes when you do certain techniques, normally when you put the plate through, there's no way anything can get underneath the plate. But sometimes you do different odd techniques where you've got partial cuts and paper hanging off the end, or you're just cutting really fast, or maybe the kids were cutting real fast and they let paper hang off the end and it got caught like right here in this little crease. Because this folds, unlike the other one, I think maybe a piece of paper got caught in the crease and then maybe flipped or did something, I don't know. So it could be that something like that happened, or I don't know. Could have been me, could have been one of the kids that borrowed it. I don't know. So anyway, I took it apart. It was so easy, and I recommend it to try it before giving up on it, because it was super easy. I've had this since the day they came out with this new one, so it is old. It lasts a long time, and it's going to last me even longer. So let me close it up. Now when I open it, there's not going to be anything inside it anymore. You're going to miss that amazing, like, wow, what all was in there. But at least you'll know, because I already took it apart. So the handle comes off, but we don't need to take it off for this video, but I do want to show you that it comes off, and you get an Allen wrench for that. An Allen wrench, if you're not sure, is something shaped like this. And it comes with there, and at the right size, and you want to make sure you use it. But you do not need to take the handle off to take apart your machine. What you need is a Phillips screwdriver, and make sure you get the right size. You don't want to strip your screws and ruin, so that you can, you know, take it apart in the future and put it back together nice and tight. So you'll notice this side has no little openings or closings to take anything apart. You're going to see there are 4 screws on the underside, but then if you turn it to one more side, you're going to see these little areas here, these little rubber pieces. That is hiding a screw. So you're going to take those out, little plugs. Whoop. All right, and there's 2 screws in there, 4 here, and then there's 2 more. If you open it, the same side that had these little plugs are going to have these 2 little rubber things. And I thought, I wonder if there's something back there. And there was. Now how you can get this out is, if you have fingernails, you can pull it out. But you can also use, if you've got your take your pick tool, you can get them out that way. I actually left my take my pick tool at the classroom where I do my classes. I have 2. I have one I keep in my office and one I keep where I do my classes, and somehow they both migrated over there. So anyway, you've got your 4 rubber little covers that you can pull off. So it's a total of 8 screws, and they all used the same Phillips. Okay, so then you're just going to unscrew, and that is it basically, but I'll show you. my screwdriver's got a little magnet. I think a lot of them do, because it's way down in there. Okay, all my screws are out. So you're just gonna lift the two halves apart. That's it. So the handle stays on. Okay, and that is the only taking apart. Now in here I had a whole mess of paper, and in here and in the gears and things like that. So now you can see how it works. You've got two rollers, and you can kind of roll and see if there's anything in there. If you so choose. I don't have anything in mine, I know, because I cleaned it. So I've got it all separated. Nothing more in there. I'll put a picture of what was in there. I wonder if I can probably add a still picture to this video. And you'll see all that came out. In my old one, the old Big Shot from ages ago, I actually lost a die in that one. And it was a little tiny little die, and it got caught in there, and I took that one apart too. I have to say, this one came apart so much easier. The other one, when you opened it, it opened top to bottom, and the pieces here kind of came apart a little bit on mine anyway. So that was kind of hard to put back together. This, it just comes right in half. So simple. And so I thought, wow, that is so easy. And now I'm just going to go ahead and put it back together. That is it. See how simple that was? The handle comes out if you need to clean it for any reason, but you can leave it in there. This is just holding the name plate. Or no, it's not. It's holding, what's it holding? I forget. Oh yeah, the name on the inside. So that's all that is. All right, I'm gonna put it back together. You wanna make sure you've got it lined up nice and tight. And there you go. You have to know which ones came from where. There's two different sizes. So these are the ones behind the rubber gaskets, and these are the bottom. I don't know if gasket is the right word. And there you go, all back together.